Like, sub, comment, thanks. So basically, the developers at Fabraz decided to send one of their own to go in this guy's live stream that I can't find. Please put his name in the comments below so I can actually find out who it is and link their actual name. And another thing that I need to tell you is that obviously I can't just take the entire thing. If I could take the entire thing, I probably would, but I need this to actually be fair use so I don't end up getting sued and stuff like that. So obviously there's going to be my gameplay or my commentary in between the clips so I don't mess up and get sued. Thank you. Have a great day. Have fun.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you guys been working on this for a minute now, and dude, it's finally all coming to fruition.
Yes, exactly.
So
We've been working on the game actively for a year now, basically, and that's the version you're playing right now.
It's really crazy how good the game actually looks when you realize that they've only been in development for about a year. That is insane. Also, another thing I need to bring up is that they didn't just start development a year ago. What they did is that they did all their planning stuff like a year before that. So it isn't just like they got in there and just started knowing what they were working on. They were in the planning stages for a little while. I know some people are like, oh, so this game might not be conceptually well. But no, I trust this team based on how good the game already looks.
Litter boxes, so true.
Yep. Of course they are. That makes complete sense, no?
Absolutely. Yeah.
The fun thing in this game is that like Bubsy will do random commentary on a bunch of things all the time. Like even if you pause, there's a good chance he's gonna say something.
Based on what I've seen over Bubsy's character before, this could be a good thing, this could be a bad thing, but from what I've seen so far, it looks like a really, really good thing. The difference between Bubsy in the older games is that he was really young and plucky. So if Bubsy is young and plucky, it makes his commentary feel a lot less worthwhile to hear than when you give a older character who's trying to look cool to their fucking nephews that same character trait. Because, you know, when the kid says it, he's saying it to say shit. There's like an actual purpose when an older character says weird and plucky stuff because he's trying to just seem cool.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been really fun because some of these characters barely exist actually. Like they maybe appeared even on just one pilot episode of a series that never aired. So just kind of grabbing these characters and their basic fundamentals and then seeing how can we flesh them out and kind of introduce new character dynamics between Bubsy and Oblivia and the two Terrys and Virgil. It's been really, really fun, and the kind of the Bubsy that we crafted is one that we're hoping you eventually kind of just find endearing, despite him, you know, kind of being the butt of the joke most of the time.
Yeah.
For people like me who can't get emotion through text, it makes it very hard for me to connect with characters who do not have like actual voice lines. I hear Bubsy's voice lines and I like the character, but I'm probably not going to like pay attention to the story that much unless there's voice acting throughout the entire cutscenes or throughout all the dialogue that I can just listen to. So as much as I would like to understand the story, I'm probably just not going to.
So funny.
And so the two things you can buy here are upgrades, which only are buyable with blueprints, which are hidden collectibles in every level.
Okay.
And then skins you can buy with the yarn bolts, of which there are 150 in every level.
Okay.
And so the skins have also things that we saw, I think, in the trailer showed off the Bubsy 3D suit, of course.
I'm gonna let you read off those abilities today, okay? But we have to discuss the fact that the collectibles are actually like going to be well hidden, as you literally cannot see the blueprints on the maps themselves. Item Sniffer is going to be a day one purchase for anybody. So that'll be good. You know, everybody just getting out their item sniffers, trying to get all the fucking upgrades, and then running back through the levels, trying to make their time shorter.
I think so.
Can we replay like the levels to
Yes.
just farm yarn essentially?
No, so the what you've collected is all there is, so that you can't farm
Okay.
more than there's a max amount.
No,
I hope the finite amount of material actually matters, because when you give out a finite amount of material, it isn't just about the fact that you can get all the upgrades and use them. It's about the fact that you can differentiate accounts based on the actual things that they have. It's like when you're playing a looter shooter and you have the skill trees from like Borderlands 3, but you actually are using your skill points in a different way from another person because you only have a finite amount. They aren't giving you infinite skill points. They're just giving you a finite amount and telling you, okay, you need to actually just use these, and maybe we'll give you an update later that'll give you more of this currency, but you'll also have more things to spend it on.
Man, dude, I was talking about speedrun. I'm a huge fan of speedrunning. I'm not very good at it myself, but I'm a huge fan of it.
Yeah.
And I was talking about how the Bubsy 3D remake had like the potential for like crazy speedrunning, it felt like.
Right.
But this game is like on a whole other level, almost like it was built for it.
Yeah. I mean, we're kind of known for it with our previous games, both Demon Turf. I mean, Slime Sand, Demon Turf, and Demon Tides. They all have a really passionate speedrunning community, and we've kind of accommodated them quite a bit in the game. And one of my favorite features that, for example, is also in Bubsy 3D is that, like, not only can you compete for leaderboards that we saw before, but you can actually challenge their goals. So basically, you could directly see the path that Smart Porky took and try to mimic it and improve on it.
Oh, no way! I only see that in racing games. Is that like
exactly?
So you can like legit speedrun in this game, right? You can actually practice against other players, you can speed up, you can make sure that you actually like get your timings right by looking at the ghost of other players. I probably will not do that. I'll probably try to get all the worlds down to 1 minute and then I'll like cut it from there because I can't get to like those like 30 seconds and stuff like that. Once you get there, you just kind of have to go back to the drawing board and say, what am I doing with my life? So I can't do that, but I can definitely get down to a minute on these levels, especially with how it looks right now.
Who exactly made Blue?
Yeah, I'm sure his furball form is gonna come.
Yeah, that's basically once you min-max that, that's where it's at. So you just found actually one of the optional areas where you're gonna get a blueprint if you survive.
Ooh, oh, okay, so it's like a mini game. I was gonna say I was a little disappointed in myself for missing the blueprint, so I wanted to do my due diligence this time.
Yep, no, there it is.
That's so sick. Oh,
Got it.
chat, we're unlocking stuff. Let's go. That feels so good.
Yeah, basically blueprints are usually two things. They're both hidden a little bit to find them, and then they come with their own kind of challenge to beat.
Yeah, that's fun.
The only issue is that the world still feels a little empty. I like the puzzles. I like this puzzle right here with the spinning floats and stuff. But the issue is that the main world itself looks very empty. And I know they're in the last year of development right now. So hopefully they add those enemies in and I get to like actually like fight them. Now, mind you, this could be, since the first world doesn't have a lot of them, they'll probably just come in as the world gets harder and harder. But like, as I look at it, it just feels very empty.
So here's a little new move. You can actually use the hairball to bounce from wall to wall, and that is both faster and more efficient.
Oh my
so
goodness.
If you hold the button, you should be going up. Yep, there you go.
That's so awesome. Are you kidding me? I don't think that was in the tutorial.
I like how they're trying their hardest to get you to like all the new concepts that they put into the game. Like, they leave most of the things that aren't new alone, and then they take the things that are new and they put a lot of focus into those things in order to get you to like them as much as possible. And I think that's a really good idea.
Special hardcore mode called 9 Lives mode, where you only have 9 hits throughout the entire game, and if you lose them all, we delete your save data. And one of the achievements is you have to beat the game in 9 Lives mode, so it's gonna be a healthy challenge getting all the achievements.
I'm definitely never, ever, ever going to do that. But what I will say is I'll have fun watching that fucking YouTuber who does all the hard modes, Pariah. He's a really good YouTuber. If you can find him, he usually is the one who makes all the like black and white thumbnails with all the characters on them. I might copy that for this video, just to steal his thunder a little bit. Yep, so I searched through the entire time that Fabraz was there. Well, that's the developer's name I just learned. I thought that was just like one of the developer's names. Anyway, yeah, I looked through all of it, and pretty much this is everything I could actually find on the topic of the things that are in Bubsy 40. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.